we actually enjoy that the same treatment. So every cities we are operating, like in Xiamen, in Beijing, Shanghai, in Chongqing, we have been treated fairly, and actually whenever we have a problem, the government will come out to help us out. In cases that we need to expand our factory to get more workers from other cities, we all get the support from the local government. And so we will be able to move our factory, like in Xiamen, from the old Xiamen city into the new area. And then we were able to build 300,000 and 400,000 square meter, biggest factory in China, actually in the world, for ABB in a very short period of time. And on the IP protection, I think that's a very good progress we have made in the country. I think 20, 30 years ago, as a foreign company, you encountered a lot of these counterfeits. You have to go through a lot of legal battles, and you find all the copycats everywhere in the country. And it's getting a lot better. I mean, right now we hardly see any of this direct copy of the product. On one side, we have a very strict law. I think on the other side, and the competition, they also develop by themselves. So in a way, we're in a very fairly competitive market, and people more competing on the capability than just copy another product. I think that's a very, very good development for China. And China is the second biggest market for ABB on a worldwide basis. So we have about 15% of the global sales is coming out of China. Every product line that we have on a worldwide basis has its operation in China. So we continue to invest in different kind of companies. We have 17 billion by now investment. We never stopped. So I think the law came out, just helped us at that time. We were announcing this super factory with 1 billion renminbi invested in Shanghai, Pudong area. And that will be a future smart manufacturing model for the world. We will use robotic aside with the people to produce robotic altogether. So that's one major investment. ABB is very well positioned. So we have long time ago already established our supply chain is for the local. The factories in Europe mainly supply to the European demand. We have factories in America, mainly supply the US and Canada and American market. And we have China, India, mainly for the local market and for Southeast Asia as well. I think that structure is the best for industrial company like ABB. For key medical, right, the national security, high voltage product, medical equipment, ventilator, they're probably going to see this is emergency, I need it in my country. And I'm willing to pay the extra cost for that emergency, right? So I see that product as a possibility. But the general product, I mean the furniture, the clothes, shoes, and leather bags, I think by the end of the day, it's still the cost. I do not believe people will move everything into a different country. And for that token, I think also the automation will help. I mean, if the Chinese company, if they also do similar things, right? Put up a factory in North America for American market, put a factory in Europe for European market with robotic, that will help to reduce the cost of labor. At the same time, and overcome this geographic risk for that market. I think that will be the best solution. So it has to be the most competitive company that will win. China is the second market for ABB, and China is actually the biggest industrial market for the world because of the GDP. We're very heavy on the manufacturing side, so there's so many products that China is #1 in the world. So we continue to have a long-term confidence in China. We continue, as we said, to build up a lot of factories, expanding our capacity, and introduce the modern technology so we can produce more with the existing facilities. So the confidence is clearly there, it's not shaken up. And with the government support, with the 8 new infrastructure projects, and I really hope that by the second quarter, China will lead the recovery of the GDP development for China first, and then hopefully Europe and American will be able to follow.